Okay. Okay. So here the looping statements should be used for the programs when we are getting more than one input. Okay, when we are getting more than one inputs. So here the loop without any condition. Okay, the loop without any condition we can use the for loop. The loop with the condition means when we want to apply the condition in the loop means then we will go for the while loop. Okay, and here we are having the other different types of loop, that is nested, until, and infinite. So according to our requirement and in which logic we're going to write the program. Okay, based on that we can choose our loop condition here. Now let me tell you the basic syntax for the for loop. So here for the variable name in the variable values. Okay, and here in the first line we will be passing the input. Okay, and then here it will be taking the action. If you see in the for loop, here we are not checking any conditions here. Whatever the value is there, just apply it and take it to the action. So that is the so for that reason here we are using this for loop. Okay, now see here, I am writing this for loop for a in, okay, say 1 2 3. Okay, do echo dollar a done. Okay, so I'm just writing a small shell script using the for loop for a in 1 2 3 do echo dollar a and the done. Now I'm going to execute this cat1.sh. So this is our script, and while running this I'm getting printed off 1 2 3. It is first the one with the value 1 will be getting in, which will be printed echo dollar, and again the loop will be running, and again for the second loop second value will be picked, and for the third loop the third value will be picked. So this is a simple syntax within simple example for understanding the for loop. Okay, if you want to make it in the range, okay, if you want to pass the value in terms of range, then you need to give the ranges in the flower braces, that is 1 dot dot say 8. Okay, so this is our code. Okay, now I'm going to execute this. So you can also able to execute, you can pass the values in terms of ranges also by having the double dot, not the hyphen, by having the double dot here. Okay, next, while loop. Here the while loop will be used. Okay, the while loop will get into the action only when the condition is getting satisfied. As like the if then else statement, the while loop will get executed only if the condition is satisfied. Now say for an example, see in this example, okay, so here we are assuming a is equal to 1. Okay, we are assigning a is equal to 1. Okay, and then while dollar $a is lesser than 10, I am using the operator here. When dollar $a is lesser than 10, this condition will be true. Am I right? It is checking whether the a is less than 10 or not. So a is less than 10, that is the value is 1. Okay, do, okay, and then here I am incrementing. Okay, say for an example I am commenting the what is that, I am commenting the line a. Okay, I am commenting the line a here. So echo dollar a and the done. So if I run this statement, what will happen? Guys, if I run this program, what will be the output? Guys, I'm expecting the answer from you.
it will give you answer 1 because if you commented the main expression line, increment line, so it will only gives you 1.
It will be giving only 1.
Only one.
Okay. Okay, that is, it will give the output in single line.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, here it will not give the output in single line. It will be keep on printing the 1. That will go to the infinite loop. Because see here, 1 is getting in, condition is becoming true, it is printing. Again 1 is getting into the loop, it is checking the condition, it becomes true, and again it will be printing. So it will be keep on, the loop will be keep on running until it reaches its condition. See here. It is keep on printing the 1. So here what I'm doing here is I am incrementing the value. I am incrementing the value of A by 1. I am incrementing the value of A by 1. That is, A is equal to $A plus 1. So the first time when it is getting in, it will be become as A is equal to 1 plus 1, 2, and 2 will be printed, and 2 will be getting in. 2 is lesser than 10, condition is true, and 2 plus 1 will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So till 10 it will be getting printed. So for that reason here always in the while loop we need to increment the value, else it will be considered as an infinite loop. Something wrong in this script. Okay, check now. See here. Now it is printing the value while I am running the script. It is printing the value only from 2 to 10. So that is, in the while loop it's mandatory to increment the value within the loop. So likewise here I have another example by having a 2 values. Okay. Now let's come to the nested loop function. So listen carefully so that only you can able to understand this. See here in the first, okay, in the first line, first we are getting the input from the user. Okay. In the third line, it is checking whether the input is lesser than or 10. If it is lesser than 10, then it will be getting into the, okay, if it is lesser than 10, it will be getting into the loop. Okay, that is, do B is equal to $A. So B value will be becoming as 1. For an example, if I am giving A is equal to 1, and here B value will also become as 1. And now here I am writing the another loop. Okay, while $B is greater than 0. So 1 is greater than 0. This condition also will get satisfied. And here in the action part, I am printing the value. That is, one value will be printed here. Okay, and now B value is getting decremented. That is, expression 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. And again the 1 will be getting into this inner loop again. So 0 is not greater than 0. So it will exit from this group. Okay, it will exit from this loop, and then it will increment the value. Okay, and then it will increment the value of A by expression A plus 1. So that is, A will become as the value 2 here. Okay, the A will become as the value for 2, and again 2 will be getting in here, and 2 is lesser than 10 and B is equal to 2. Okay, in the line number 5, while 2 is greater than 0, echo 2 will be printed, 2 minus 1 is 1, and again 1 will be getting into the inner loop, 1 is greater than 0. So in the same line 1 will be printed again, and again 1 minus 1 will be becoming as 0. So 0 is not greater than 0, it will exit from this loop, and here it will be printing, that is 2, A is equal to 2 plus 1, 3. So here till with when the value becomes as 10, it will be, the loop will be keep running. Now see here, this is our script, okay, and I am running the
You didn't run
script
the dash script dash one.
1. I am giving the input as 1. So these values being generated from the inner loop. These values being generated from the inner loop. These values getting generated in the inner loop. So all this value is getting only printed from this inner loop echo -n. Okay. From this echo, it is printing in the next line. This echo is to print in the next line, and here we have this a is equal to a plus 1 to increment the input value. Okay, to increment the input value, here we are having the expression $a plus 1. Okay, so this is an example again for the inner loop. So when you are practicing, try to understand the query and type it on your own when you are practicing. So please don't copy and paste and run it. If you do that, you will be getting an output, but you will not be able to understand how the loop is running, where is the value is getting into which part and everything. Okay. So next is the writing the infinite loop. Okay, here in the infinite loop you will be writing as while the colon, that's it. The colon here indicates that is the infinite loop, and in the action part I'm just including one echo message, and in the action part I'm just including one echo message here. Okay, so while infinite echo, I'm just printing the message. Press Ctrl C to stop it. Okay, so here see, this is our code, and while running this will be keep printing. Okay, because this is an infinite loop. Okay, okay, and here the next one, here we are using the break statement. Okay, when this break statement can be used, this break statement will be used only during the when we are using the loop conditions. Okay, now say for an example, I have the values. Okay, I have values like this: 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, I want to stop the loop when it is reaching the number 3, though I have many input values. Okay, though I have many input values, I want to stop the loop when the input reaches the number 3. Okay, so for that case, here we are writing the code. See here, so while a is equal to 1, okay, here we are verifying a is lesser than 10. Yes, condition satisfied. Do echo $a. So it will be printing the value of a here. And after the value of a is getting printed, it is checking the,
Arun,
yeah,
uh, here you're not including the dash script. So is it mandatory or no?
your voice is too low, Ramesh.
As a dash script you're not including it. So
Sorry,
is it
dash.
necessary or not? Yeah, I mean that the first line which we will add the bin slash
Okay, you mean
dash
the shebang line, right?
shebang line. Yeah.
This
So
one.
is it mandatory or no?
See,
Like
actually, it is mandatory okay, it is mandatory when you are working in the different shells. See, already the reason why here I'm not using here is already in my environment bash is only the bash is running. You got it. Already bash is running, so I'm not using the for the I'm not using the for the first the shebang line. Say for an example, if KSH is running or if CSH is running, okay, in that scenario, when I want to run my script in bash, then this line would be become as mandatory.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if the current session, apart from if it is a bash, and when I want to run my script in the bash, then this shebang line would be mandatory. Okay, so here first it is checking the value, whether the value is lesser than 10, and it is printing the same, and also it is checking if the value is equal to 5. Okay, if the value is equal to 5 here, then break the loop. Okay, if value is equal to 5, then break the loop, and here the value is getting incremented by the 1. So a is equal to expression $a plus 1. So that is done. Okay, so now let me run this. So see here, see, though we have the condition till lesser than 10, okay, while the condition is lesser than 10, but here we are getting printed only till 5, because here we are breaking the loop when the $a is equal to 5. Okay, so for that reason, when we are having, though we are having a many input, when we want to cancel or when we want to break the loop, here you can break the loop based on any condition. Okay, so just like that we cannot break the loop, and it will not make any sense. So it is advisable that you need to break it. Okay, that you need to break it using the break statement with a proper condition. Okay, so the other example I have here. Okay, the next one, the until loop. Okay, here this until loop, so this is, I can say, the opposite of the while loop. Okay, the opposite of the while loop, and here the condition will be opposite of the same. Now see here, now here we are assigning a is equal to 10, right? Here we are assigning a is equal to 10. So this loop would continue forever, because a is always greater than or equal to 0, and it would never become the less than the 10. So this loop will be running until the a is lesser than 10. Okay, until a is lesser than 10, this loop will be keep running. So if I run this, can you guys tell me what will be the output? Let me type this here. Okay, so this is our input, and if you run this, what will be the output? Guys, can you tell me?
Just 10.
Only 10. Please check the condition and please check the action part. Until a is lesser than 10, the loop will be keep running by incrementing value 1. So what will be the output here? Ramesh? Guys, we need to have the logical thinking here. Only then we can able to excel in the shell scripting. Ramesh, you there?
Hello?
Okay, see,
Yeah,
on running this,
yeah, I'm a bit confused.
on running this script, it will be printing the value starting from it will be printing the value starting from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and it will goes on. See here. Because what we are saying here is until A is lesser than 10, keep running the until loop here. Now say for an example, if I'm making here as a minus, what it will do? For an example, if I'm making here
Then
as minus, this is our the script content.
okay.
So now it will be printing only 110, as you said earlier. So when the loop is less than 10 or equal to 10, then it will be not running. So until it is 10, okay, it will not accept the value as 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1. Okay. So that is the funda here. Okay.
Okay.
Next, coming on to this function part. Okay, so what is the use of a function? Here, the function is a series of the instruction and the commands. Okay, where we can able to have multiple commands in a single function, and we can just call the single function as many times. Okay, here the function performs particular activity in the shell, okay, which will be unique. So define the function. This is the syntax. So the function name, open and close braces, okay, and the flower brace, within the flower braces here you need to have the condition. Within the condition here you can have your what is that? Within the condition you can have your condition or whatever it is. Now let's say I'm writing on one function here and a simple function. Okay. Okay. See here what we are doing here is I'm declaring the function name as f1. Okay. I'm declaring the function name as f1. In the action part, here I'm making hi and hello, and here the function is getting ended. Okay. And here we are invoking the function, or here we are, okay, or here we can say we are calling our function. So we are calling our function name with the say f1. Okay. Right. Okay. See here. Okay. Here the next one here by writing the function name as today. Okay. By writing the function name as today, I'm just making the date format here. Okay. Here first it will be printing the day. Okay. It will printing the day, and then it will be printing the date, hour, and the here, and then here is the time in the 24 hours format. Now say for an example, so echo, so okay, here I am declaring the function name as today, and here in the action part I have the echo. So within the echo I have many, within the echo I have the many date formats here. So while running this function, okay, it will be printing the dates in the so and so format. Now let's see that. So this is our the content, and while running, okay, it says today is from A, it is printing the Wednesday, and then D is for date, H is for month, Y is for the 4 years the 4 digits year format. and then R it will show the timing in the 12 hours format, that is 8:41 a.m. Okay, so now say for an example you want to call this script in your bash profile file. So every time when you log in, if you want this message should be printed. Okay, so now you are logging in. Okay, it is giving the memory size, but here I want to know that what is today date is and what is the current timing and all this. So I'm just copying this function and I am putting it in my bash profile file. Okay, so the next time when you log in, okay, so the next time when you log in, can you able to see it is printing the function action part? So by this way you can able to even define a function. Okay, by this way you can able to define a function in the bash profile file, and you can call it during the startup. Okay, this method also can be done here. Okay, and then okay, here I'm having, okay, here I am having the function with the arguments. Okay, I'm having the function with the arguments. So here I'm mentioning the $1 and the $2, whereas the F2 is equal to, okay, here I'm calling the function with the argument, that is F2 $1 $2, so that the function will be running with the arguments here. Now say for an example, okay, okay, see here, I'm declaring the function called F2. Okay, now it says echo hi hello and the $1 and the $2. So what is this $1 and $2, guys?
I guess it will print in 2 times.
Sorry,
Echo hi hello. Twice it will print.
I didn't get you.
It will print twice.
Print twice. Okay, no, it is a this $1 and $2 is the command line argument. Okay, this $1 and $2 is the command line argument where, see here, this is our script. Okay, while running, okay, while running, so this is, it is printing only the high and yellow because I have not given any command line argument. Now say for an example, I'm giving us Ramesh. So this is considered as a $1, and here I'm giving as Satish. Now Satish is considered as a $2. Now say for example here I'm giving my name. It is not getting printed because I have not included the third variable, that is the third argument for this command line. Okay, so that is how to write the functions with the arguments here. Now again, if you want to call a function at the login page, you need to add the following content in the whatever the function in which you write. The following content should be added in the .bash rc file. Okay. See, as same as like here also I have given the same function. So even you can include this function in the bash profile file. So here I have given the example to add the two numbers, how the function can be used, or to find which number is greater, you can use the function here. So that is once you are familiar with the if then else condition, so you will be looking at these functions as easy. Okay, now let me take a function with the while loop condition. Okay, function and a function with the while loop condition here. Okay, see here. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. So here, this function involves with both the function and the while loop. So first, here I am printing. This is a funky function. Okay. Here I am start writing the function. Okay. So I am just assuming a is equal to 0. Okay. I am assuming. I am just setting the value that a is equal to 0. Okay. And the another variable repeats is equal to 5 here. I is equal to 0 and repeats is equal to 5 here. Okay. Okay, and the next line it will be printing the empty line, and again it will be printing, and now the fun really begins. Okay, and echo sleep 5. What is this sleep 5? So where it will wait for the 5 seconds. Okay, where it will be waiting for the 5 seconds here. Now while $I is lesser than the repeat. What is the $I value at initially, guys?
0.
Okay, 0, which we have assigned here. So
The
0
initial
is,
value is 0, but it will, yeah, assigned, but it will repeat the 5 times, right? So there
yeah,
is I value 0 and the repeats will be 5.
correct. So here 0 is lesser than 5. So here then it will, the condition will be become as true, and then it will be printing all these things which is available between do and the done. And here by this way also we can able to increment the value of a. By this way also we can able to increment the value of a here. Okay, so for now, okay, now call the function. So that is here I am calling the function the fun. So now where it will be running, first it will be going for the compilation, and then it will be running the program. So this is our script. Okay, sorry, 1 minute. So this is our script. Okay, now I am running it. So it will wait for 5 seconds, and it is getting printed. So this is our code. So are you able to understand this?
Yes.
Okay, Satish?
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So, okay, the next one. So here I will explain you this script after taking the task session. Else you will not understand how to take a backup the using function here. Okay, now let's go for the interactive. Okay. Now let's go for the interactive scripting. So where here we are going to make an menu based scripting, that is we are going to automate. Okay, here we are going to automate the some of the features here. Okay. See, actually when we are writing the program, it should be in this format. So that only you can able to, differentiate which is the condition and which is the action. Okay, don't write your code everything in the same line. Okay, write your conditions in the left side and write your actions in the right side, so that it will be easy for you to review the code at any time. So here same as like that, here I have given my conditions in the left side and the actions in the right side. Now before explaining this, I am going to run this and let's say what is happening. Okay, I'm just directly running the script. It says press 1 for free memory info. Press enter key, enter. Press 2 to show users connected to the servers. That is only one user I'm using, that is the root user here. Okay. And show the CPU information. Okay. And the 4. Okay. So this is a script which I'm going to explain it now. So are you able to understand the script?
Yes,
Yeah, I
this
can
one is,
understand.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Can you? Okay. Can anyone explain this line by line?
Sure.
What it is doing?
So here we are giving the condition as first, like, clear whatever the screen is there. So first
Okay.
we
Screen cleared. Okay. What type of loop here we are using?
and so do while loop we are using this loop.
Do while. Okay. It's an infinite loop. You can able to see this.
Yeah,
It's an infinite loop.
here with the
Okay.
infinite.
Then.
And here we are giving the first input to the user by showing what you want to do. With the one you can show memory
Okay.
information, or the second current users, and the third CPU information, and fourth is exit. So
Okay.
with that the user uh, can do what he wants, like he
Okay.
can check with whatever information he wants. And
Okay.
the second here, the input which user gives, it will read, and the case in whatever the input 1, 2, 3, or 4, in that it will take it and
Okay.
get the options, and it will give the information to the user.
Okay. So why we are using this slash n here?
Thus that one is
It's new.
next line.
Okay, next line. Okay. Why we are using a read here?
To read that input from user.
User 1, 2, 3, 4, like that.
Okay, to get the input from the user again.
Mhm.
Okay, why we are using a exit here?
So when
The user
forced to
don't
come
need any like 1, 2, 3 options. The screen will exit automatically. The menu will exit.
Okay.
You can
So,
come out.
okay. Yeah. Right. So I think you are good in shell scripting now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But,
So try to
we're still confusing
So yeah, so try to understand the concept with a simple examples first. then you can, having a business requirement, you can write the shell scripting like whatever the requirement is. So, and again, try to write all these things on your own, okay? Each and every line without seeing anything, just try to write it so that you will be becoming very good in the shell scripting. Okay.
Okay,
sure.
sure. And yeah.
See, in the lab assignment, we also have the, see, as mandatory, okay, this guy is not having the laptop. In the assignment, okay, in the assignment part, what I have given to you, okay, so tomorrow I need as mandatory, okay, as mandatory for the answers for the shell scripting. If you go to the last, you can able to see some 16 questions will be there for the shell scripting, okay. So I need the
Mm-hmm.
script for all these 16 by tomorrow,
Okay.
okay. Right. See, you may be getting stuck by writing but first five, okay, for first five scripts, okay. So once you have written the first five scripts, then it will be easy to write the further scripts, okay. So try with that, and so that you can feel comfortable in writing the shell scripts,
Okay.
okay. Right.
And I have a